G'day guys, Duckville here. We are going to be watching a 2v2 from the SCOceania 2's tournament that took place last Saturday on the 21st of August, which was a pretty big tournament. I think we had something like 50 teams take part, and yeah, it was a really good event. I was glad to see everyone had a bit of fun there as well. We had obviously a little bit of controversy later on in the night, but it was good to have some fun there, obviously with some folks just having a bit of fun in some twos, and just seeing how it rolls, very much thanks to SC Oceania, which a bit of bias perhaps on my side because I am part of the site, but it's a good little site. We're trying to get together for the Australia and New Zealand communities to get all the players together and organise these sorts of tournaments. But we are going to be watching the twos game from, I think it was one of the first rounds in the lower bracket. We have the first team, Team 1, which is called Power 9, which contains Guroneko here. I'm going to call him Guro just for the rest of the game, just because it's annoying to actually look at. Sorry, man. And then we also have Moaracid on the same team as well, the little Protoss here over at the 2 o'clock position. On the other team, we have Sigma, the red toss up here, and IGX down here at the 9-ish o'clock sort of position. And they are there for Team Solid. So we are going to have a pretty nice match here. I've had a look at some of the information on the teams just on SC2 ranks, just as I came on to cast these. And we've got Team Power 9, so Guro and Moaracid are actually just two players who have only been playing twos, it seems. I didn't actually see any sorts of ones or rankings there at all. They're in gold, I believe, I think it was. So yeah, doing nicely there on the twos ladder. And yeah, so the other two players, IGX and Sigma, are actually both diamond players, both around about the, I think, 50 or 60 in their respective diamond leagues. So some high quality ones players there. Obviously a little bit of indecision over whether your ones skill translates over to twos. A lot of people think that it doesn't. Some actually do think that it does translate across, but obviously we'll see how that goes tonight. But yeah, so we've got both the toss players grabbing their early cyber cores, and we've got one getting the warp gates. Both are actually getting the warp gates, sorry. So Sigma and IGX are both grabbing their warp gate tech, which should be done quite soon. Both players, all players, are all scouting around, having a look at what's going on. We have Sigma with his probe in here, just being a little bit annoying, scouting around, having a look at what's going on, and Moaracid's trying to actually take it out. But of course, the fun part about SC2 is queue up your waypoints, and you're going to have a bit of fun with that scouting probe. Unless you're this particular probe who gets stuck, he's just saying hi to you to this particular probe here from Moaracid. It does take a bit off him and does take a bit of health off as well, but of course, as we know, shields regenerate like crazy in SC2 when you're out of combat. So this is going to be a bit interesting. We've got, as we can see, Guroneko is calling that it seems to be a warp gate push, and he does seem to be right. We've got perhaps we've got 2 warp gates going up here. Will be done shortly for IGX, and Sigma has 1, 2, 3, 4 gateways up here. And as we can see on the production tab, we've got siege tank tech coming out for Guro, and a tank of course as well, just obviously to use that tech. And we've got a robo bait on the way from IGX as well, which is going to pump out, I would presume, an observer just to see what is going on. No sort of cheese or anything like that at the moment, which is sort of to be expected in twos. I don't know about everyone else, but every time I go on and play twos, you seem to get cheesed every single time. But and we've got, what have we got? The same sort of thing going on here from Moaracid. He's got his 3 warp gates coming up. And what else have we got? Yeah, he's got some nice saturation here on the minerals, which is good to see. And it looks like Sigma's going to grab some stalkers and just perhaps poke out to his natural and see what's going on here, but of course there's nothing there just yet. And he is going to move out with this probe. Not sure where that probe's going. Probably just going out to scout, check out the Xel'Naga watchtower, which we all know is incredibly important. We've got a forge on the way from IGX as well. And it looks like he's got a gate down here in a sort of weird position. Not sure why you'd want to chuck it down there, perhaps obviously just to hide it, I'm not sure. And then we've got the Team Power 9, sorry, I gotta get used to all these team names and all this sort of stuff. Looking to push out soon. They gotta have, yeah, we've got Moaracid's got a whole bunch of stalkers already out in the middle of the map, ready to have some fun. And we've got Team Power 9 is just pinging away at this Xel'Naga watchtower here. Looks like they're going to be pushing forward to have a little go, I would think, at Sigma, although that said, it's not perhaps the best idea given he's the one with the actual warp gates that are out. And they're going to be forming up here, as Guro says here. Got the siege tank going down, ready to lay down some fire on any incoming units. Takes out the observer with a nice little scan there. You are not going to be seeing what's happening in here, I tell you what. And, geez, they're all pushing across. I don't know what is going to happen here. Looks like we're going to need to see some more units come out of Sigma's base. Otherwise, they could be contained, or they're going just to get steamrolled, because it seems as if, yeah, IGX is still going for these observers here. He is chrono boosting weapons 1, so that will be on the way. It probably won't be done by the time he actually needs it, although the fact that it's going to be there soon is kind of good. But it looks like he's going to get pushed in. We've got a lot of units coming in here. Force field on the ramp, which is really good actually. He's taking out all these Marines, but it looks like there's just so many units here that you're going to just push through, and it looks like the tanks are obviously going to cause a bit of trouble here as well. Meanwhile, IGX has actually held it back, and Sigma has pushed out. He's taken out some of the units that were here, and also the pylon that was there as well. But we have Moaracid is coming in with all of those stalkers that he popped out just before, and they're going to be. This is going to be a lot of trouble for Power 9 to. No. It actually looks like this tank in the force field. I'm not sure who put that force field down. It looks like Sigma put that force field down. Perhaps not the best idea, given that it blocked out his zealots from this fight here. Moaracid is taking a lot of hits from both sides now, though. It looks like Moaracid, while still doing a lot of damage, he is going to succumb to this force here. But it looks like, yeah, Guro's trying to regroup here in the middle. And we've got, yeah, all of those forces go down, and we've got sort of Sigma's in a little bit of a unit lead at the moment. Yeah, Sigma's on 52 of 66 for his army count. So he's a little bit ahead here, and we've got a stray tank that just decided to walk up here and say hi, but stalkers don't say hi, they just shoot you in the face. We've got Nexus going up for Moaracid, trying to take this natural here, which is a bit of a bold move, but I think obviously given the damage that he caused with the stalkers, it's probably going to be worth it in the end here. They're just going to need to get some scouting on what Team Solid is actually doing here, but it looks like Team Solid is also going to move down for a push. We've got a tank here and a bunch of stalkers. These zealots need to get in front and actually do some useful stuff down here, but looks like we got some warping in from Moaracid. He's going to warp in some stalkers, but it looks like he's going to lose them. We've got this one immortal sitting here just plowing through everything. Now he's actually dead, but it looks like Team Solid actually has a pretty good grip on the army counting here, and given that, you know, Moaracid moved out for this this Nexus, he could be in a little bit of trouble here, but it looks like Team Solid is actually going to move forward towards a Terran base, which generally is not the greatest idea, but I suppose you could say, given that there's this immortal here, it does clean up the tank. And they are now trying to move in on the Terran base. The wall is down, and there are more stalkers coming in. Meanwhile, Moaracid is just trying to pump out some Zealots. He's got some Zealots here, and he's got a Robo Bay here as well. Interestingly, getting range on the Colossus, even though he doesn't actually have one as far as I can see. And this is GG. It's called by Guro, moving in to take out all of these units here. IGX and Sigma are going to take this game, and it looks like they will be moving on towards the next game in the tournament. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hopefully we'll have a couple more coming up shortly once I find some time, and I'll get some more games up soon. So thanks very much for watching.